Okay, 1596 excavator with the body cover removed. Comes off pretty easily. And revealing the new electronic setup in here. 2 quad speed controls. Let's see, you can see them right here. There's 2 of those. There's 4 each, so that's 8 speed controls there. So 8 functions. We can control it with that. I'm getting ready to take these booms apart, and we're going to do some pictures of the inside of there with the system, the limit switch system in there. I'm modifying that to external type limit switches for now until I can figure out how all that system works. This one's functioning and working right now. I just added that one. That controls this bucket when it goes up. It makes it stop before this screw drive crashes into that, which can cause it to lock up and cause damage. So you don't want that. You have to have limits on these servos. These screw drive servos have to have limits especially on the end when it comes in this way, because it can jam the gears inside of here and cause damage. So they're very powerful. So they will destroy themselves without limit switches. So you can see there's one up here that's going to control the in, and here's the out one. So they still have to be wired, but I found the position, and now they have to be wired. So I have to take this arm off and take it apart and get a wire in here and run it up in series with these switches and then connect it back, which doesn't affect the wiring harness. It just puts something in series that if they're not being activated, it allows that system to work. So it's kind of complicated, but anyways, we're going to just show one feature here that's nice about this excavator. It has 360 rotation of the body, continuous. So, like a real excavator, it can just go round and round indefinitely in both directions, which I think is a pretty nice feature. There's my bucket. Now watch it stop when it hits that limit. It stopped even though my hand is still in control. I'll bring it around here where you can see it. That limit switch that's down. Now this is up. Now watch what happens. That cuts it, even though I still had the power to that thing. See, now if I go the other direction, it'll go. But this direction, and once it hits that limit switch, it stops, even though that's up. So I have to do that and you can see this is the in where the screw drive goes in. It's going that way. That's critical. The worst thing that can happen if it goes this way, the screw drive can fall out if you go too far, but by then you'll mechanically hit the end of something where that can't even happen. So the damage is not dangerous from this way. It's this way. When it's pulling in, it can jam the drive. So we are going to, the final upgrade for this radio system is because this is superior to the radio that comes in this 1550 for sure. I mean, this thing is touch screen, programmable. There it is. Okay. Gotta hold this down for a minute. It's locked. Come on, unlock. Oh, come on. Oh, well, it has to stay down like that. All right. Now, you get this symbol, which means you can get in there to the programming. So you can do your system setups, like models. So it's hard to do this when, oh, wait a minute, model mode on. Switch, oops, turn that off. I'm messing up here. Okay, what I was trying to do is select the models. Let me try one more time here. It's hard to do if you're not looking directly at the screen, which I'm not. There it is. No. Well, for some reason. I can't, oh, it wants me to turn I see what it's saying. It's saying you have to turn the receiver off before you access the models. Because if you could inadvertently switch models, and it would cause this to become unstable and it might start moving or something. So that's why it's not letting me do that. Never mind, we'll forget about that for now. But this is a touchscreen transmitter. It's very nice. Shows your RX battery and your transmitter battery and a lot of other features in it that make it very nice. So compared to, let's see if I can find the other transmitter. The standard transmitter is this one right here. And this to me is like a toy. I mean, you have to do it, you gotta pinch it to make it move. I like my thumb on a stick when I'm moving stuff. So there's no display on this. It does work well, but one thing I especially don't like is this push button throttle. Or like say, this is the right track, this is forward, and this is reverse. And then you got these over here for the left track. But they're not proportional, they're just full on, full off. So we call that bang bang on the toy models. That's how they used to work. But for some reason they chose to do that on this, which to me ruined this transmitter because it's not proportional in the track drive. So I didn't like that. So the transmitter I'm using here, the upgrade transmitter, has proportional control over the tracks, and it's done this way. And it's proportional, you can see that. The more you move it, the faster it goes. So forward and reverse. Okay, and another thing I like about this one is I have mixing on the speed controls, which allows you to just do this. With one finger, make it go forward and backwards. And, the stick, the wheel on this side is the steering. So, but if you just want to bump the excavator forward or backward a little bit real quickly with one finger, with the mixing on this, you can do that. All right, so that's even better than my new excavator. It does not have that mixing on the, this is a 580. It doesn't have the mixing on the track, so you have left, right, individual control, so you can't bump it forward with one finger. So I'm gonna look into changing that somehow. But anyways, we're working on this one today, and that's what's going on. So that's all for now.